Hello there. Welcome to another show and tell. Today's show and tell, we're going to be talking about Batman Retro 66. This is a figure that it was created now, but the design and the way it was done, it takes you back in time. Every once in a while, there comes a figure that just hit that sentimental vein. And this Batman Retro 66 is one of them. And the other one, before I talk about this figure, definitely has to be my number one grail in the nostalgia idea. It trumps them all to me. And there's a lot of figures out there. Everybody knows different brands. NECA, Mezco, Violent Verse, G.I. Joe, Mythic Legions. You name it, they out there. But every once in a while comes a figure that you're going to be like, wow, they have all these great figures, but this one is the one that does it for me. And the first figure that I'm gonna show you is gonna be the Green Army Man. Now you say, what makes this figure so great? Well, this is a figure that I grew up when I was a kid. That they came in different positions. One had a metal detector, the other one was laying down. They had a one with binoculars. But they were literally statues, They were literally statues. Like, I have like this one right here. But what makes this figure great, besides that, is that they made it articulate. This one is called the Plastic Patroller. Now this figure, just for the fact that I grew up and you articulated this figure, it just takes me back to that time, when I used to play with these. And used to come with a tan color. I painted this guy army green. It used to come with a platform. I even cut the platform off and even gave him a magnet for feet so he could stand up. But I was doing that back then. And when they did this figure right here, it trumped it all. I mean, it's definitely one of those, when it comes to the nostalgia, I don't care what figure comes out, that one took me back to my era. But now let's get to the main presentation. What I'm going to show you is Batman 66 Robot. It's retro. This line just came out, but the design was done thinking like in the idea when you were a kid in the back. So it comes, it's a 6-inch figure compared to the other McFarlanes, which are 7. But it comes in a plastic tray, the blister pack. And this is the bag. And this cast of characters, when this came out, it was in 1966, the TV show. And I was born in 67, so this show was on before I was even born. And I'm 56, so with that, I'm telling you how back can you go. So it was Adam West as Batman. It was Burt Ward as Robin. Vincent Price played the role of Egghead. Catwoman was Eartha Kitt. And an iconic Catwoman was also Julie Newmar. And the cast of characters go on and on and on. Yvonne Craig was Batgirl. But enough of that. Let's get to the figure. So what I consider this figure so great definitely has to be its design. Now I'm going to tell you right off the bat that it's limited in articulation because of the design. It can bend his elbows, has a single joint. It can move his grappling hooks. You can open them. But it cannot go no higher than that. Comes with a cape. But what I like about this figure the most is the head mold. It's not sculpted, but it's painted on. And you see the lines. This is the way we used to get action figures back in the days. And as a matter of fact, this one is a little ahead of its time because it was supposed to be 5 points of articulation that you only can move his hands like that. And when he sat down like a G.I. Joe or Barbie back in the days. No articulation whatsoever. It has one in the waist, as you can see. Has the old Batman signal. Has like a little radio. Yeah, it's a robot, and this figure looks a little quirky, but that's what makes this figure so great. The design. It takes you back to a time that you were like, wow, a robot, Batman robot with a suit. The Iron Man back in the days. It also comes with these two blasters that you could kind of like try to put it in one of his hooks and he could hold them. Let me just pose them a little better. And you could do it on both hands. Let me put it. So the blaster looks like this. It has like almost like two grips. But there's a reason for that. But what I do is I put it in between the one of the grappling hook, so he could hold it. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. Remember, this is designed to be like, but kids had a blast. You know, we had imagination back then. You know, but also the good thing about these blasters is that you could also peg them on the side. Let me see how I could do it. Give me a second. A little tough to get in, but yeah, let me take the other one, put it on. You peg them on the side of his leg. Man, like this really takes you back as a kid. You know, like wow, look at this. And remember, this figure is really not made so much as for you to pose it, but it's more as a display piece. It does not come with a flight stand, and people might complain. But you know what? On this one, I'll let McFarlane pass because for the price. You know, I collect a lot of action figures, so I do have my own stands. This is from the Murder Hornet right here. This guy, he's gonna borrow it, and that's the way you could. Let me see. I could get the cape going. I pinch this cape. That's why it doesn't look so with the. So you know, you could have them like flying, posing. Like I said, to posability, maybe we could try a little something a little. There. He's blasting off. Or just. But like I said, this figure for the price and what it brings to a collection, it's great. You know, my show and tell is always, it's called Figure It. To me, there's nothing interfere with this one. It takes me back, this one and this one, both. And when it comes to the nostalgic point, this one right now, for me right now, these two trump all the other good ones that I have here. And they are good, but I'm saying in the nostalgia point, this one does it. So my question to you is very simple. What figure you have that brings you back? Or what specific figure that is like when you see it, it's just, wow, I remember this when I was a kid. Let me know in the comments. Until next show and tell. I don't know what the topic is because this is always live. As you can see, I don't edit. I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm a rookie at this. But anyway, hope you enjoy the show. Until next time, stay tuned. Thank you. Have a good evening.